Hey y'all, Lily here. So I'm going to start this video with a quick reminder of what the staircase looked like at the beginning of our project. I don't know if you remember, but Daryl never liked this little floating overhang that stuck out about 1 inch past the staircase. He wanted to cut it out. So did we or didn't we? I didn't get video of it. If we did, stay tuned. So here you can see that it did in fact get cut out. In fact, the entire staircase is now dismantled. I did not get a video, but I did get a picture. And next we will start putting it back together. We will see some videos and some images of that. So before we start on the staircase, I wanted to show you the work we had done on the floors, which was not easy. A lot of what we thought was stain was actually paint. In one room, it was painted. This was probably the least amount of finish left. And this room did have stain. It was the biggest room, but it was probably, honestly, the easiest. Probably had to do the fewest passes with the sander in this room. But yeah, I didn't get much video, but I'll show you some pictures of what we did. One more thing about these stairs.
Wait, before you tell them, what's that?
Okay, that's a handprint because I nearly fell because there was a newel post sitting here not attached.
I was using it for
I went to grab it and it's not attached.
So she went down the steps, tripped over the tools I had here, grabbed for the newel post that was not nailed on, and almost fell through the wall, and then almost fell through it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can tell them what.
When we bought this house, there was, like, they put in a vinyl, what's that called? Linoleum runner?
Yeah.
And then they'd put metal edging all around it in order to do that.
I think at one time they had put a carpet runner on it. I think that's what.
No, it was the metal edge.
Oh yeah, the metal edge on the fronts of the steps.
Yeah, they took and cut little notches about 1 inch wide out of every single step, and they're on the top too. So,
oh yeah, grab up that little spot. Of course, we got some stain that we got to clean up.
Yeah. So Daryl was like, well, let's just go replace these stair treads. I didn't like that idea because, like I said, I like to keep stuff original.
But I saw that Lowe's sells good stair treads, and they were like $13 for the pine ones, and
$45 for the
we got $40 for the oak stair treads.
So I conceded and said, you leave my other stair treads alone, I'll let you replace these 4.
Yeah, she didn't want to replace these at all.
So I want to sand those, and there's nothing wrong with them.
By the way, these looked like these before we reworked them.
Yeah.
And we still got work to do on them. They're not done by any means.
Fronts. Anyway, so we go to Lowe's. It's garbage wood.
I was really shocked at the quality of wood.
Even the oak ones, I mean, they're not a solid piece. It's just laminated together.
Whatever scraps they had, laminated together pieces of oak. it would not have looked like a solid plank.
No, and it wasn't as thick.
So I told Lisa, if we're gonna have not a solid plank, I'd rather fix the little spot in these steps and have the original steps.
And I think this one is a little light, but once we sand it,
We haven't sanded those yet.
These two have been.
Those two have been sanded, right?
Once we sand it, I think it'll be hard to tell even that they're there unless somebody tells you. And even if you do notice it, it's just character. It's quirky.
Right.
It's old house. So.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay, so we're done now.
If you say so.
Yeah. I'm thirsty.
So what you been up to?
Painting the banister.
Yeah, how'd it go?
It'd been easier to spray it
Why didn't we spray it?
because it was bad weather when we were putting it back together
I see.
and we're impatient.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were ready to get it put back together. But the bad thing is, that's only about a third of the handrail.
But that could be like the hardest part of the handrail too.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it much on video, but we did a complete reworking of our stairwell. Have you acknowledged that?
I did take a video of you cutting out the space to make it bigger.
Oh yeah. So have we done a video explaining why, or I guess I might have talked a little bit about it.
Talked about it. You explained why.
We got to do a lot of videoing in this room because it's the room that is the most
The
finished.
most finished.
Yeah.
You know the sign of a good painter?
If they don't have paint on their hands,
They do have paint on their hands.
why is that?
They're covered in paint.
Why does that make a good painter?
I don't know. It means it's not on the floor or anything, it's on them.
I would think a good painter wouldn't have any paint on themselves or anything else.
That's impossible. Paint is fluid,
True.
so paint runs and moves. You'd have
Okay,
to-
if I had been painting, well, then I would probably have to paint all over me. This way I just got off me.
Tick.
Yep.
Yeah. That.
That's a scratch.
Last year there was ticks in our grass.
I'm gonna have to
Weird.
spray for ticks.
Yeah, it's weird to be in town and have ticks.
Yeah, that's odd.
But it's probably because so many people in town have dogs.
Could be from those, what is it? Not rabid.
Raccoons?
The raccoons
Yeah.
that have distemper.
I don't know. The town we live in is a lot like Pawnee, Indiana. It's overrun with raccoons.
It really is.
It really is. We live in the middle of town, and I would say 5 or 6 times now we walked outside to a raccoon running through our yard. Now I think raccoons are adorable, so it don't bother me. But yeah, we also have a warning that the raccoons in town have distemper, and we're supposed to report if we see any raccoons. But I always forget to do that. Plus, we don't live here yet.
All right. So as we exit the sunroom, tell me what you've been up to.
So you see these pickets, or I don't know what you call them, pickets, spindles. We took all of them off, and several of them I used a heat gun and got all the paint off of. I realized I was too slow. and I knew we were gonna paint them back. So I just sanded them. And now I'm repainting them in place.
Tell me about this stairwell when we first bought the house.
When we first bought the house, there was this, you came up the stairs.
I meant even before that.
Oh, that there was a hole in the ceiling right here where a trellium had fallen through.
Yeah.
They had patched it, but they'd done like this hideous job patching it. And so, I mean, it didn't really damage the stairs though. The stairs were still in sturdy, good shape. But somebody took a gallon of high gloss white paint and slapped it on everything. I really think they painted everything with a mop.
Well, we did run across a technique
Braids.
well, yes, mop braids, but I was going to say we ran across a technique online that said you could paint spindles with a sock.
No, this was sloppier than they would have done.
And we think they used their old dirty gym socks.
I think they used the mop.
That's
We found mop like strings in the paint. We found where they painted over dirt dauber nest. It's like they just, what do they call that? Landlord special.
Something like
They
that.
just came in with a bucket of white paint and painted everything.
Right. All right.
Even this.
So now tell me about what else we did.
So originally this was laid out a little differently, and basically we had to add this newel post in the middle because we didn't have a handrail long enough, because the way it was configured before, the handrail, when we cut this, it made the handrail shorter. And we thought we could just use the piece that was right here and slide it back, but it didn't work, it was too short. So we added this newel post in the middle, and spliced together some of the handrail. Because Daryl thought maybe we could just go buy handrail, but then this handrail is bigger than what's currently in production, and we could have searched around and found it at an antique or salvage yard somewhere, but I kind of like keeping things original to the house, so we figured out a way to reuse the original handrail. And this banister, our newel post, was originally sat right here, so it's original too.
Where at?
About like right here.
Oh, but there's no floor there now.
No, that's because you cut the floor out, and so hence we had to reconfigure things.
Nice. I would like to point out one thing that you can't really see on video about the handrail, and another reason why I wasn't so quick to get rid of it. This side of the handrail is not as deep as this side of the handrail. So your fingers go in deeper than your thumb does. But it's very pretty and interesting that it's not completely symmetrical.
Yeah. So, anyway. So all the handrails I stripped down to bare wood so that I could restain it. The newel post we stripped down to bare wood so we could stain it. And when I was stripping it, underneath was beautiful, but I still had, I wasn't able to save the original stain. I did have to strip it down to bare wood and just add.
Show them what else I've been up to today. We may have to go in the master bedroom because the light's not working in the guest bedroom.
So originally this house had radiators, and in each room, on the outside in the room, was two pipes that ran up through the floor. So every room had two holes where pipes ran up through. So Daryl came through and filled those, because all that's out now. There was no radiators when we bought the house. It had already been taken out, but they left the pipes. So Daryl took all the pipes out, and then he plugged those holes. You might want to get over there closer where you can actually see it. So
It looks better in person than it does on the video, I'd say, because you really can't
you don't.
hardly tell.
If you weren't told
There
that
was a
it
hole
was there,
there.
I don't think you would notice that it was there. So this will be our master bedroom, and And yes, there's still a lot of work to do. Windows and trim, but we did get a little sidetracked by starting on the upstairs banister. But once we took it down, it wasn't safe to leave it down, so I felt like we needed to get it back up in case somebody came over to look at the house. We didn't want to be back on.
Have you done a video of your bathroom floor?
Yes.
Okay.
I've done a video of all the floors except these that I've sanded. I got a little bit of video of me sanding it, and I got pictures of the finished product.
So, how old are these floors?
About 100 years. And that's if they were new when they come in. We know there was a house that had some burn damage on this lot before this house. We don't know if they rebuilt this house using pieces of that house or if this was on it. So, and I don't know what species of wood this is. It's kind of driving me crazy, but I don't know wood species just by looking.
Sounds like a plug for a leave us a chat if you know what kind of wood this
You
is.
know what kind of wood it is. I'm thinking Douglas fir, pine, possibly park pine. It doesn't smell like pine. When I was sanding it, it didn't smell like pine. So, and it's not as yellow as I would think pine would be. And it has a pinkness to it. That's, I don't know if it comes through on camera or not. There are some pieces that are pretty light.
What's kind of interesting to me is we sanded it really, really thoroughly, but you can still see where the rug was at.
Yeah.
I guess the wood underneath the rug is not as worn.
This has been gone over with a sander using various grits of sandpaper, starting with 36 grit, about 12 times. But it's old floor, it's 100-year-old floor. I don't want it to look brand new. It's not gonna look brand new. We do have a stain over there that I couldn't get out. And the more I sanded it, the honestly more yellow and worse it looked. So I just stopped.
Hopefully we get some stain on it. It'll blend in a little bit.
Yeah, that's my goal. I thought about using oxalic acid, but that was a whole thing because then you got to go in and neutralize it. No, I don't want to go through that much trouble. It doesn't bother me. Our stain is going to be pretty dark, so I have a feeling it'll cover a lot. Our stain is this color, the same color as I used on these. So anyway, TTFN.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Ta-ta for now.